Yo,
Yarado.
hey, we
Yes,
back, we
man.
back, we back,
What up,
y'all, we
though?
back. Welcome, people, to another episode of the Goochin. Hey, it's your
Yeah,
boy,
man.
Miles Maturity. It's my big brother, Big Homie. We call him the Gooch. What's good, family?
You know what it is, man. Back at it, man. Back on deck, man. You know how I go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, man. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel, share this video. This stuff we about to get deep tonight, man. We definitely gonna do at least a good hour, 2 hour show, man, because it's a lot of stuff that we need to cover that's been happening, man. The topic for tonight, the overall discussion is gonna be what we don't talk about. And from here, I'm gonna let my boy start it off, man. Like I said, man, this is the man of the hour, so he always gonna start it off, man, and get it going. The topic is sexual abuse in the community. Let's get at it.
Yeah, man. What's the dealio, man? Well, welcome back, man. Gooching it. You know how we do it. Back on deck. And, man. Been busy, man. Been working, man. Handling business, stuff like that, man. It's good to be back, man. But I had to take a little hiatus, man, because getting overwhelmed with all this, stuff going on. But
The
yeah,
fuckery,
first,
the
yeah,
fuckery.
man, all the all the fuckery going on in the world, man.
No doubt, no
I
doubt.
thought I
Yeah,
sit back and sometimes you got to sit back and take a look at stuff, instead of just talking on stuff. But
yeah. You gotta have a moment of reflection. Definitely gotta have a moment of reflection, man, on how things coexist, man, and how to adapt to the fuckery that we dealing with in these times, man.
that's a fact, man. But yo,
Yeah.
bro, yeah, so let's chop it up, man. Like I said, welcome everybody. When you do come, you see this later, whatever. I want to tell people this though. When you do watch this, if you watch it later, I want you to go to YouTube, go to Goochin it. That's GOOCHINIT on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and support us so we can grow, get bigger, so we can have bigger conversations. If you want to come and talk, hit us up and T will send you the link. You can come in, or I can send you the link. Somebody will send you the link, whatever. So, first and foremost, sexual abuse in the community. So, this is an overall thing. I- I'll say sexualization in the community, sexualization, because I've been hearing, we're going to talk about kids. What sex are they? Are they homosexual? Are they lesbians? Are they
Man,
transvestite?
let's
Why
pop
do
it off with the whole the baby situation. Let's pop it off with the baby situation. Because I never asked you about that. How do you what is your input and your feelings on the whole situation when it popped down with the baby? Like, what did you think about that?
I don't understand. What do you mean about when he said
When he
when he
said what he said, like what was your input? What was your reaction? Like, what did you think about it? Or did you even have a reaction?
Oh yeah, I thought it was just man. This is what I thought, man. This is what I think about. This is for every situation like that. This is what's going on. Me personally, it's like I don't. I'm heterosexual, meaning I like women, right?
Right.
If you like the same sex, I don't. It's not really important. You know what I'm saying? To me, these are the minimal things because why are we putting such an emphasis on who you're having sexual relations with? That's not important. That's a minimum thing. Like, okay, so if you do have sex as a guy with another guy, besides that, what else are you doing? If you have sex with a woman and you're a man, what else are you doing besides that? Now, what do I think about the baby? What happened with him? I think that there is a push. It's almost like a man. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a they want you to be down. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're not down with them, with the agenda that they have, they're going to push you to say, see, if you don't do this, we're gonna penalize you. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like that
I
they're
don't know. I don't know,
they're
man. I don't.
I feel like they are negating freedom of speech. I feel like we have restrictions on freedom of speech. And on top
Right,
of that, I feel like everything is taken in a sensitive manner and is not being presented. Everything is taken to as a personal offense. Like if you actually listen to what he said, for one, he never ever said anything about gay people. All he
right,
said was somebody doing this in a car. You see what I'm saying? He don't
right,
like that being done in a car. That's just like I would have said I don't like seeing motherfuckers eat pussy in a car. That don't mean I'm talking about two women eating pussy in the car. I just like seeing that happen in a car. Why can't you do that in a hotel or do that in a room in your own personal space? That's pretty much what he said. So when it came to what he said, what blew my mind was, it's like, why are they getting sensitive to a situation when the overall agenda was, why are we exercising our freedom of speech when our freedom of speech is always being jeopardized? Our living, our finances is always being jeopardized based off of something that we supposed to have the rights of. None of us in jail. Now I understand if it was in jail. Okay, your rights are removed, but none of us are in jail. So why are we over here being penalized for our freedom of speech? You see what I'm
right,
saying? And that's the
right,
problem I
right.
feel.
Well, I think this, man. I think that really, like right now, what's going on is the. I don't know if you know about the divide, rule, and conquer situation, but they're dividing everything. It's like man versus. It's like black man versus black woman. Uh, women versus men, gays versus straight, Muslim versus Christian, Republican versus Democrat, white versus black, Crip versus blood, rich versus poor, um, um, Americans versus foreigners. There's so many things that's going on.
I
Mask
mean,
versus unmasked.
I feel like right now the biggest threat is uh the biggest threat is the man. A strong man, a man that is a man is just a threat. I think that's the biggest threat right now because a man is the leader of a household. You see what I'm saying? A threat. The biggest, if you remove the whole essence of a man in the scheme of things, chaos will be created. You see what I'm saying? If you remove me out my household, chaos will be created. Legacies after me. But if you place me in my household, I will be able to stabilize my legacy and create a more structured legacy. You see what I'm
But see,
saying?
yeah, but see, this is what you got to know is the people who run the country and people who run, society believe in order out of chaos. So they want chaos to bring their order, whatever they're trying to bring up, the order out of chaos. So yeah, the chaos is what they want. That's why you see chaos. Because why?
Yeah.
If you have Negroes beefing in the streets, well now we can implement some laws to be able to, lock people up. If you're beefing, on social media with people. They're gonna come up with all these laws. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. But as far as the baby, I mean, when you say stuff like out in, like Q just said, when you say stuff in public, the people who see this is the thing, man. We gotta understand that the people who run these you sign a contract with these people. This is their lifestyle. I mean, you got to think if if the people who are the the stylists, they're mostly homosexual people. The a lot of the younger generation, they're into that. So I mean, they're trying to find their way. So they're gonna down them. It's something to talk about, but you don't sign them contracts. That's what I say about. If you want to say what you want to say, then if you sign them contracts, man, you in the you a part of that program. You see what I'm saying? So whatever they tell you to do, I don't know, man.
I mean, but he don't care about the contracts no more. He can make money on his own without even dealing with the concerts. You see what I'm saying?
But the thing
Oh,
is this:
you got, long as you create your own. That's the thing. We as a people keep depending on other people's money to dictate what we flow and how we do things. And as long as we continue doing that and not creating your own platform, then yes, you will be led with restrictions. The whole point of America was the fact that those people got tired of listening to people in England, and so they came here because they wanted to create their own thing and do what they want to do. And that's what we supposed to do. If you want to do what you want to do, you create your own
no,
shit.
no, 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 no. T, no, see, I
Hey,
now
what up, fam?
now we have a difference of opinion with that because what you just that's not why they came here. They came here on orders.
Right,
They came here on orders. See, they came here as subjects of the crown, right?
right,
As subjects. They came here as scouts, basically, to scout out the land, clear the land militarily, and then bring what they want to bring to harvest, to bring back goods and services to the crown, right?
right,
And they came here, when they came here, they came with the papal bull that said the doctrine of discovering, or whatever it was called, which means that if you come on the land and the people don't believe in God, their God, uh, then that means that they're the enemy and you can take them over and you're allowed to kill them, right? That's what
true.
they believe. Also, you're allowed to be a subject. So now they're a subject of.
All right, while he's going, we're gonna continue this. All right, let me check something out real quick. Shows are where the money at. Yeah, shows are where the money at, but you got to create your own platform. As long as we let people control our outlets and our money, then hey, yeah, you always got to abide by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Pay the cost to be the boss, right? I run my household the way I run my household because I'm the boss of my household and I run my household. But if long as somebody else run your cash flow and how you handle things, then yeah, you always got to play by their rules. Go ahead. You there?
Yeah, I'm back, bro. You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
This is basically what I'm saying, man. All I'm saying was I disagree with you because you said they came here, blah, blah, blah. Listen, man, this whole place was built on what it was built on. And what happened was they started making all this money and they said, why are we doing all this work? Because they basically were slaves too, George Washington, all these people. And they said, hey, man, we fitting to flip the script on these people. And we got a whole ocean in between us. Y'all fitting to do what we want to do, or we bucking and they buck. You know, we dealing with gangsters, man. This is the thing we don't understand, man. We dealing with gangsters, man. They gonna gangster their way into whatever
Right,
they gonna.
and that's my point. And that's my point though. They said, fuck this, I'm gonna do my own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like for instance, That's it. Perfect place, Jamaica. Jamaica is still ran by by British, right?
By the crown, yeah.
By the crown, right? But also, guess who also runs that in the essence? Asian. You know what I'm saying? There's more Asian people in Jamaica that run shit. They're not just there. They're there making boss moves. They
Yeah,
damn near can
Chinese,
take it over. So
the
and
Chinese,
yeah,
Jamaican, the
yeah,
the Chinese, the Japanese, Jamaicans, yeah, man. Even the
yeah,
Indians too. The coolies, the Indians, yeah, man, yeah, man.
yeah,
And they buying up everything over there.
yeah. So I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like the thing is, like we can we can either sit back and fold and do what they say and complain about it, or we can just start shifting things and creating our own platforms and creating our own things and bringing our own clientele, our own customers, our own people that's going to rock with us. You see what I'm saying? The thing
Right.
is, a lot of us don't have faith in ourselves. Like you just say, like the shows are where the money at. Okay, no, the people are where the money at. The people make the shows that brings the money. But if you get the people from the shows to make the money and you create your own shit, then you taking the power away from the people that's creating the revenue. You see what I'm saying? But as long as we continue to like depend on other people and continue to restrict ourselves, more shit is going to be restricted. Like I give you a perfect example. I mean, you chopped it about it a couple days ago. Like
Yeah.
they're slowly starting to change words. Like my wife was like, they're literally finna stop telling people. People are getting offended of saying the word breastfeeding. You're gonna start having to say chest feeding because certain people feel a certain way. You see what I'm saying? Like other people are getting offended by saying breastfeeding. You gotta say chest feeding. You know what I'm saying? After hey, look, like now you can't even say man at work, you gotta say human. You know what I'm saying? Understand the way shit is going because we allow this shit to happen. We're okay, you know, we gotta do this because we gotta get this money, or we gotta do this to follow rules. You ain't gonna be able to say shit after a while. Go ahead.
Listen, this is the thing. We're going off course. Let's get
Yeah,
back
we
on course.
are we? We are we?
We're going off course. We're gonna go back to what we're
But
talking about.
technically, we are. I'm about to hit the sexual abuse part, but go ahead.
Yeah. I'm about to hit it right now because this is what I want to talk about.
Go ahead. Let's talk.
What I want to talk about is this. Why is it okay for us? And we see it all the time. Like, I don't understand why, when did it become all right for us to sexualize children?
Boom.
What I
Boom.
mean by that is, I've been seeing a lot of this children are what sex? Like, let's stop pretending like children are sexualized. Like, uh, children don't get to pick anything. It's like, well, they want to be. It's a boy, but he wants to be a girl. It's like, so if your kid came to you and said they want to eat ice cream every night for dinner, that's fine.
Right.
They don't get to choose what they want to do. But we're acting like kids have some sort of discernment where they can know. Only reason they would know this is because you're telling them this is an option.
Right.
And they're making us feel like. I mean, I literally seen, man. I seen a thing where they're having transvestites read books to kids, and then come to find out all these transvestites, a couple of them that were doing it, have sexual, criminal past.
Right.
Then we have them saying that guys can put a wig on, put a dress on, and they can go into the women's bathroom because they feel like they're a woman.
Right.
So that means if I'm a sexual predator, right, I can put a wig on I can put a dress on. I can go in the bathroom with your daughter. And y'all out here fighting for this like this is normal. Like you don't know what's in somebody's mind. You thinking they're trying to be a woman because they're trying to be free or something. They're literally can do this as a plot to to be sexual predators. That's all I'm
Right.
saying with that. Doesn't make
He right
sense.
about what he just said. Markel, is that it? Markel?
Yeah, that's Q.
Q? Yeah, Q right. Q right about what he just said. Yeah, man. Obama started this shit, man. But yeah, I'm with him what he said. But I mean, man, like, and this pretty much, I didn't want to go straight into that. That's why I kind of piggyback with the whole the baby thing when it comes to restrictions, because I wanted to dive into this part with the restriction things when it comes to who we allow in the wet bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Who we allow, you know what I'm saying, in your company while you alone. Like, I was watching this video, man, a couple of days ago. Man, this shit fucking blew my mind. I mean, you talked about this a little bit, where like this lady, she was a single mom, and she was talking about, this guy she go date, and if she date him, if him and her in the bed, then her daughter got to be in the bed with her while she in the bed. And I'm like, but dude, that's not even her dad. You know what I'm saying? You got a strange dude in your house, and you talking about like if she in the bed, if he in the bed, she gonna be in the bed sleep with us. Like, and we gotta talk more about this whole uh this the molestation shit too, man. Like,
Yeah,
we don't talk enough
pandemic.
about this
It's a
shit, man.
pandemic. It's a pandemic because you know why? I seen a study where what was it like? What was it a third of black females have been molested or touched in their youth,
Man,
and
real
the
talk.
the young boys is not known because guys don't want to tell or whatever the case may
Yeah, they
be. But
don't really want to open up about that.
I've been watching a lot of stuff. I've been watching this one channel on YouTube where it's a bunch of the guy he's he's on Skid Row and he's interviewing a lot of these drug addicts and stuff. And a lot of these men that are drug addicts out there on Skid Row, eventually they're talking about how they went to jail 3 or 4 times, how they started smoking crack, they was gang banging, they was doing this. Then eventually it comes out. Well, when I was young, this happened to me. Females, I'm talking about every last one of these people. This is up for 50 people. Every last one of them prostitutes. Every last one of them. Every last
I
one of them.
know. I
I'm talking
know.
about it's not the first thing, but it's every last one of them. I'm talking about people that I know, people in my family, like
Yeah.
females I've been with. Every, every,
I know. I'm telling
every
you.
female I've
The
been with
numbers are high. The numbers are high.
have said
You
that.
people
I had a
gotta think
girl.
about it, man.
I was with a girl, man. She was on drugs, which I didn't know. She was taking pills and stuff like that. And she told me my step uncle or cousin, I don't know, it was an uncle or cousin something, molested me. Nobody believed me. They wouldn't believe me. And since she was a young kid, nobody believed her. And she been wilding out since then. Like, she don't like her
Man,
dad. She don't like her
you
mom because nobody believed me. My grandma wouldn't believe me. Nobody believed me. So she would rob her grandma, take her checkbook, do this. She never talked to her dad. Her mom, they was always beefing. You got these. I watch all these YouTubers, and it's just people like it's a pandemic in the country. It's not like black people. It's like, but then I go back, right,
mm-hmm.
and I look at, I'm a looker at history. I pay attention to history, right. So we're a Christian society. The whole Western Hemisphere is South America, Central America, North America, right? Roman Catholic, right?
Right.
Or offshoots of that. So you can be Baptist, but it all comes from Roman Catholic. When they showed up, that's what they was. But then they
Right.
made all these other things. Roman. What was the Roman society? The Roman society, the Greek society, that Mediterranean society, the Egyptian society, kids, molestation, messing with young kids. You can look at the statues, you can see all that. This is what they were into. This
Facts.
country is the new Rome. This country, Babylon, they used to sacrifice kids. All of this stuff they used to do against innocent children, it's still going on. And what I want to say is this: I hear a lot of people talk a lot of stuff, black this, black that, black power, all this. Do you understand that we have taken on the ways of the people who have subjugated us? They don't have to do it.
Exactly.
It's on cruise control now. Like
Yeah.
we say, we say all this stuff, but it's like we've taken on those ways. We can't say we haven't. We've taken on those ways versus staying true to ourselves. It was a time when we was, but it's like where we're at right now. Look at it. We're tribal. We don't look at like it's got to be true because let's do the knowledge. Guys get with women, right? I see it all the time. Guys get with women and they end up messing with their child, the boy and the girl. How do we get to the point to where this is okay? And then it's like we have the don't snitch culture or don't get them people in a business type thing. So it's like we're gonna keep it in the family, and uncle can still come see me. I'm cut from a different cloth. Once you violate, this is where I come from. Once you violate, it's a wrap. You're done because you showed your hand. Once you violate, because black people do this, they be on this fake Christian shit. It's like, well, you can't judge them. You see what I'm saying? It's like you can't judge them. Yeah, they sell drugs, right? But you can't judge them. And don't
Right.
snitch to the man. It's like so we don't snitch to the man, whoever the man is, that the man. We don't do nothing about it. The men don't do nothing. And I want to say something about the men too. I noticed something, man. The older men, black men per se, I noticed this today. I've been noticing throughout my whole life, but I noticed this again today. I noticed when I was young, I'd be walking to the basketball court, me and my people, you know what I'm saying? We walking to the basketball court, we gotta walk past the store, we gotta walk past the laundromat, we gotta walk past the pizza place, we gotta walk past the liquor store, we gotta walk past all this shit. Black men are standing around. They're not standing around chest poked out, standing straight up. They're all broke down. Niggas are limping around. Niggas are. I don't know, man. It's not a good look, man, because it's happening, and we're acting like it's not happening. Like, yes, we're ruining our own people. Yes, there's a reason why we have a booming, a booming sex industry. You know why? Mamas will take their daughters to the motherfucking strip club at 18. Remember, it used to be for a boy when you ain't got nothing to do, you need to go to the military because you ain't going to college. You ain't gonna sit around here all day because every black mama's thing is you 18, you grown now. Well, what did
Yep.
you do to get your child together? Now, like we said, a good majority of them have already been sexualized, right? I'm talking about back in the day, in our day, 96, 95, 97, 93, 94. You've already been sexualized, but nobody knew about it. Shh, don't tell nobody. Now they see, well, nobody gives a fuck. This is normal shit. I might as well get some money for it. They dip into that lane. Now, in 2021, most women from lower income neighborhoods believe they can degrade. Man, man, you know how many women I know who've made more money than me in the sex industry,
Yeah.
in the strip club, selling their body. This is no, like this is regular. Even for me, it was regular. Like for a chick to be like, "Yeah, I gotta go see such and such, so I can go get this $60 right quick, and he gonna get me a meal, and he gonna." You understand what I'm saying? Like it starts, but now we've got to a whole nother level to where literally the kids are being sexualized. Like who? Women have four, five, six kids right now. They're looking at an income for these kids. It used to be, at least I got a house, shelter. We got a little project place. One of these kids are going to go to college. One's going to play basketball. One's going to do this. One's going to do that. Now it's like, well, I don't give a fuck. I look the other way. He's selling dope. Fuck it. At least we got some money in here. She's selling pussy. Fuck it. At least we got some money in here. You see what I'm saying?
Most of this
It,
shit happen because if you don't live in a two-parent household, you damn near fucked. You see what I'm saying? That's the sad part. The sad part is majority of people that get molested is due to the fact, and it's an ugly fact. It's ugly, ugly, ugly. That the parents are not spending enough times with the kids to even know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Either the mom is at work all the time, working two jobs if she's single, or if the dad is the single parent, he's working all the time. The thing is,
yeah,
nobody's spending enough time with their kid. Other people are spending more time, or the television, or is spending more time with your kids, or even you. Sometimes parents spend more time on Facebook. Parents spend more time on television than they do with their kids. And when you do that, you open opportunity for other shit to happen. Or they chasing most women, single mothers that has daughters, majority of times they get molested by the dudes they're dating or the dudes that they're invited over, because for one, they're not even focusing on their kids. They're focusing on the dude to see if he's not sleeping with another woman, but they're never paying attention to what's going on in the household. That's why a lot of females, they don't even really open up, and you'll never really know that they got molested until they're in their 20s. You know what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like I've heard. Listen, bro. It's it's not just me. Like I've heard this from a lot of women, and the thing is, this. What I'm saying is like, what is the end all be all? Like, it's got to be some checks and balances, man, for this shit. Because
People got to stay together. That's the first thing. That's one of the checks and balances. The most molestations happen because of a broken household. I'm telling you,
how can
I've never met, and I've met a bunch of motherfuckers. I've never met a two-parent household to where somebody in a two-parent household that is productive. You have a husband and a wife that's handling business, that's doing shit, that are involved with their kids, end up getting molested. I've never met that shit. I never found it.
but you, you know what I've been paying attention to. You know, like I said, I ain't been on here for a while, and people don't talk to me a lot and stuff, and they probably wonder what's going on with me. I've been paying attention to a lot of different stuff because I've been off all of the other shit. You understand? Most things that people talk about right now, I was talking about that in 2006, 7, 2008, prior to 2010. You understand what I'm saying? Most
Yeah.
of this, whatever everybody's going through, I've already been through all of that. All of this, whatever everybody's finding out about, and black people are really Indians, and you know, all of this other, all this stuff we're talking about. This is old news to me. Everybody's catching up. What I'm looking at is the curse of being poor. The curse. What I mean by the curse of being poor is the curse of being poor is we actually believe that we don't snitch on the people doing bad in our neighborhood, right? Because we don't tell the man because them our people. It's like, but guess what? Look at what all of this stuff has done to us. It has broken the drug use has broken down the household. The drug use has broken down. We don't even know what, like, literally right now, what being real is. Like, I told my brother, he was going through something, my little brother, he was going through something. I was like, and he had did something, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, yo, I'm a real nigga. I don't do that. He was like, oh, I don't fuck with no real niggas. I was like, oh, you think you don't understand what I'm saying? You don't even understand when I'm saying I'm a real nigga. What I'm saying by that is I have a set of codes and morals that I live by, and those aren't fuck nigga codes and morals. These are men morals and codes. I don't mean that by saying I'm a real nigga like I go and kill niggas because I disagree with them. I sell dope. I'm a gangbanger. No, when I say I'm a real nigga, that means that I have a real set of rules and codes, and these are life rules and codes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like that's what I mean by that. He thought I meant a real nigga is a gangster. But even my mentality of gangster is not what most people's mentality. Like I remember somebody told me one time, like, yeah, I'm glad you put that up there. Mental health, mentally, our idea of what is going on is wrong because we're fighting against what's going to make us better, right? If somebody in your neighborhood is selling drugs, it's wrong. No matter if it was me, we can't pretend like it's right because you're doing that to feed your family, right? Because
Right.
eventually those drugs that they're taking, right,
Right.
is going to fuck with. We don't know what it does to everybody's mind. So this is most people who are doing this sexual molestation, crime, murder, beating up the mamas, all these different things. Drugs play a major part in all of this. But instead of not wanting them there, we want them there because it's a financial thing. The curse of being poor. The curse of being poor is making you go against human nature and accept certain things that has all these trickle down effects. That's what I'm seeing. We don't understand it though. We're like, it's the cops, the cops. No, the cops see degradation in the neighborhood. They see the murder. They see that everybody's going along with it. Nobody's coming to the police station like, yo, Ray Ray got all the dope. You know, Jay Quan shot such and such. Um, you know, them boys over there, they got guns. You're not telling that. You see what I'm saying? Because you believe that these is our people. No, these aren't your people. Yeah, they were by blood. They're your people, but they're not your people if they're going against certain rules and codes that humans live by. You cannot have a neighborhood. Listen, in my neighborhood, dog, crack was a thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This was the thing. Like crack came, people sold crack. But guess what? What also happened was most of the guys that were older than me, besides my stepdad and a couple other guys, most of them they failed miserably,
Right.
miserably. Okay, most of the guys who sold drugs for real, they went to jail. They're not doing good right now. They sleeping on somebody's sofa or laying up on a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And are suffering or dead. None of this is. We've seen it. Let's not act like we're retarded or we don't know what's going on. Let's stop playing this game. We got to get that shit out of here. That's one problem that's bringing all this. Now it's like fuck it. Put her on the put her on the strip. Why? You got to be high. to say put that 16-year-old girl on the strip, 18, 20, 21. Fuck it. Put her in the strip club. Fuck it. Go to Miami and try to get some money up out these niggas. Why? Because they got money, money, money. The curse of
Right.
being poor. The curse of being poor. It's a mental health thing. Now, I don't want to keep on
So
talking,
so
but
so you saying so are you tying this into the molestation part? You saying being a molester is a mental health issue?
yeah, it's a
Okay.
listen. I'm saying that when we have this drug epidemic that hit our community, right?
Right.
By default, by default, we have crack babies out here that are now my age. My
Right.
mama was not on drugs.
Right.
A majority of my friends' mothers were not on drugs. Guess what? We're all good. Even if my niggas who didn't go to college, didn't go to the military, they still work every day, take care of their family, and have family values. They have cookouts, they all get together, they got multiple cars, they're married, they did their thing, right?
I mean, I personally feel all of us are fucked up. I don't feel like there's none of us are good. I feel like
No.
all of us have
Uh,
fucked up shit. It's just some fucked up shit is worse than fucked up shit. Like for instance, I know I'm
The
not
drug
perfect.
shit is bad.
I'm not perfect as that at all, right? But I know I got fucked up ways. You know what I'm saying? I might not mess with a little kid, but if you fuck me the wrong way, I'll punch you in your fucking face and stump your fucking head off for no
That's a
just
fact.
I could be a hothead. I'm loud as hell. I curse with no filter. I got a
That's a
dirty
fact.
ass fucked up mind. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? But
I'm
you
gonna
know what I'm
give you an
saying?
example. I'm gonna give
Go
you an
ahead.
example. I'm gonna give you one example. This is
Okay.
one out of how many examples, right? This is one example.
Okay.
All right. I'm not gonna say any names, but some people who watch this will know who what family I'm talking about. There's a family where I'm from.
Uh-huh.
Grandmama is the rock of the family. I don't know if they got a granddad or any male. I don't know anybody's dad I don't know any males in the family besides the uncles, right?
Right.
Right? I don't know I know grandmama and them. I don't know any granddad. Never seen a granddad. Never seen no old heads. I know the uncles, the aunties, the cousins, the people. But one family, you got the mama sold drugs, used drugs, sold drugs. Her kids, she has 8 children. Now, out of these 8 children, one of them, I remember one day we at the store. This nigga cut his fucking hand off right here from a lawnmower. Why is that? From
Right.
not being nobody's paying attention to him. Went to the hospital. He's fine now. No, it was here. He cut like three of his. I'm lying. I said no. It was like he cut like three of his fingers off. That's
Right.
one. This was long. This was back long time ago. He was a little kid. Okay. Now the other brother used to steal all the time. Steal, steal, steal. Got caught stealing meat, stealing bologna out the store. He goes to juvenile. Goes here, goes there. He's a
Right.
career criminal. You got
Right.
the sister. She was fine. She was good. She did her thing. Because she was the oldest, took everybody. The other sister had a baby, had another baby. She's got like 5 kids right now. Fucked up.
Right.
Never did shit. Didn't know nothing. Mama went to jail. Been in jail forever. Grandmama's taking care of everybody now. All the uncles is crackheads, fake crack dealers, but really crackheads. Okay.
Right.
Now, eventually, 12-year-old fucking sister, the youngest one, had a baby at 12 years old.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Had a baby at 12 years old, right?
Yeah.
Other brother, other brother, kill somebody, right? Other brother
Right.
kills somebody, goes to jail. Other brother gets fucking killed, right?
Yeah. Right.
Now, mama still in jail. Grandmama passes away. Everybody's fucked up. Nobody has nowhere to go, right? So the sister gets a project place, and everybody goes there.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, this is what the drugs do. Who knows? I don't even know the intricate. I just know from the outside looking in from all of this. Who knows about all of the what else could have been going on in this? There's more cousins and more. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about this one mama and this 8 kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody knows them. I'm not fitting to say it because they're my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fitting to put them out there or nothing like that. But I'm just saying. What I'm saying is the curse of being poor, the curse of drugs is okay. They don't know no better. They think drugs is okay, right?
Right. Right.
Right. This is normal. Like I said, motherfucker done killed somebody. This motherfucker did. The homie did. He was a a real motherfucker. He could have went to the military like I did. But he was young. You know what I'm saying? He could have went to the military like I did and been a real motherfucker. Probably could have been special forces, some shit. Been good out here. Been out here. Had a house, picket fence, and kids and shit. But he using his bravado for being real. What he thinks is real in the street. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Other brother did from being real in the street.
Hey,
The other
I will
motherfucker,
play. I will play devil's advocate a little bit. I'm finna, I'm a dig.
it's all
I
from
want to
drugs though,
dig.
bro. It's
I
all
want
from
to
drugs.
dig. I want to dig some surfaces with you. I want to dig some surfaces with you. All right. What can be category as a pain, a hurt, a hindering, and when it comes to drugs, what is a drug, and is drugs always something that has automatically hinder somebody, or have drugs sometimes propelled people, and I want to break some stuff down too. Like I said, I just want to dig. I'm digging. We gonna dig a little bit. I feel very creative tonight. So, like for instance, I feel like music can be a drug, and the reason why I feel like music can be a drug, because I know some people that's all they fucking do is listen to music and don't learn shit, and it hinders them. Where there's people, like for instance, like Richard Pryor and a lot of other people, where all they did was drugs throughout their whole fucking career. They became fucking legends. You know what I'm saying? There's people that has been able to cope with substance, and that has gotten them to those next levels while coping to those substance. So why the reason why I say that is because we talk about being poor and the drugs and things like that. Like for instance, you remember all the time people always to say, "Man, don't smoke weed. It'll slow you down. It'll make you do this. It'll make you dumb. It'll make you this." But shit, from my studies and my personal experience, most of the people I went to college with smoked weed. Most of my professors and everybody else, and these motherfuckers was smart as shit. Most of the even during then, I was getting high. Man, I'll go to the gym 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, where are these stigmas coming from when it comes to like, hey, if you do this, you're gonna be like this, that. Where there have been the circumstances of situations where there's actually been the reversal effect, and then there's things that they say is actually good for you or things you can do that actually has been a hindrance. Because like I said, people always say music is very therapeutic, but guess what? The Pirate Piper was the person that used music to molest little kids. You see what I'm saying? So what really is the drug and what really hinders us
Okay.
as an individual? You dig what I'm
Okay.
saying? I
Okay.
just wanted to dig with you. I want
Okay.
to vibe with you.
So we're talking about mind. We're talking about mind altering chemicals. That's what I mean by drug. I don't mean music, movies, porno. I'm talking about mind altering chemicals. Now,
Okay.
it'd be a different story if we didn't know any better. But let's do a case study right now. See,
Dig it. Dig it.
now this is what we know. If cocaine was something that would elevate the society, right? Then
Right.
Colombia would be one of the most Neapolitan societies on the planet, right? Because
Right.
this is where we grow. Listen, South America, Central America, North America, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, uh, 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 Colombia,
Right.
Venezuela, Peru, Brazil, Suriname, Argentina, uh, America, Mexico, right?
Right.
Cocaine. Look at what it has done to the populace.
Right.
I watched, I've seen it, bro. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes, and it almost made me cry the other day, bro. And I'm not into crying, right?
Yeah.
So I've been watching this channel, bro.
Right.
This girl that was interviewing with this guy and showed her the first day. And she came in. He like, what you doing out here on Skid Row? She like, yeah, I dropped out of college, you know. I went with my boyfriend. He tried to pimp me out, so I left him. And he found another girl, so he left me out here. And my dad won't take me back in because I dropped out of college. So I'm out here on Skid Row doing my thing, you know. I'm just I'm just smoking crack right now. The next week, second week, the third week, the fourth week, it it was bad. Like it's it's not good, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're saying this, and this is what I'm saying is the curse of being poor.
Right.
The curse of being poor. See, you just said it. This is what I've been noticing that our mentality comes from. We like, let's try to figure it. No, it's bad. We gotta say that it's bad. Why? Because if a majority can't sustain off of it, it's bad, right?
Right.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, 2 out of 10 can use it to elevate. I've seen motherfuckers sniff coke and become 100,000aires.
Right.
They can sell crack. Don't smoke crack. They sniff coke. I know niggas that DJ and do all that. Niggas who've done all types of stuff. Yes, yes. Niggas who smoke weed and come up with. We probably wouldn't have got great music from Bob Marley if he ain't smoked weed in the winter. He probably would have got
Hey.
half of the half of the arts that we have. We probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for these substances. But
Right.
overall, overall, no, because the curse of being poor, you overindulge. You're born with, like me. I smoked weed for a long time, but I wasn't born with weed in my system. I wasn't born with coke in my system. I don't have a. I can quit. I can stop. Like I've stopped. I don't smoke weed no more. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't smoke weed no more. Yeah, I smoke big weed. Ask anybody on here. Ask people. Ask my mama. Ask my daddy. Ask anybody. I tell you, I smoke big weed. They know that. Ask them. They were like, yeah, Mario smoke weed. Boopty boopty. I quit. Why? Because I don't need that. I don't feel it's a problem. All this stuff is a problem. Why? It is hindering us. It's hindering everybody's functionality. It's hindering their decision making skills. There's a reason why everybody came outside for a damn crackhead who got fucking killed in Minnesota, who was a drug addict and got killed, and the whole world came out, but nobody goes to PTA meetings. I'm confused. Everybody's concerned about a grown man who got killed. Yes, he should not have got killed. I get it. Everybody should be way more invested and be angry and be at the school for their children. How come
I
the world
agree.
didn't come out and burn nothing down for your kids?
I agree.
When's the last time somebody went to a PTA fucking meeting, bro? Like, Come on, man.
I agree.
Come on, man. That
I
means these
agree.
folks can do whatever. Yeah. The band teacher's gonna touch your baby. Yes. The gym teacher's gonna molest your daughter. Yes. Nigga gonna get out of jail and you're gonna take him in because you high all day and you need somebody to love because nobody loved you. Why? Because drugs. So now you think you need somebody to love you. So you're gonna take anybody because you don't know he needs somewhere to live, but you think he love you. He gonna end up touching your kids. Why? Because of drugs. All this stems back from drugs. And we should all not think like, well, man, it could be good. No, it's bad. Fuck it. It has to go. We lost the war on drugs, and we're the ones suffering from it. And the same thing with the killers. Why is it so many people getting killed in the neighborhood? Because they know nobody's gonna tell on them in the neighborhood because they have a mentality of nobody's gonna tell the police. The police is against us. No, police are against criminals. A person that shoots somebody is a criminal. Why? Because they're gonna shoot you. Now we can see it. It's happening. Women's getting killed. Women's getting shot. Girls getting killed. Little kids getting shot. They indiscriminately killing people. Mental health, bro. Mental health. Mental health. Your mental health is definitely fucked up if you believe that the criminals have your vested interest.
All right.
I
So the
know in my
question.
heart
So the
because
question is, what is the first step? Not me or you, man. You've done this work when it comes to improving ourselves, but for our
right,
audience and for people that's going to watch this that are
right.
probably is suffering from mental health, that are going to do the kind of things. Give me the first step of a solution that we need to, that they need to try to put in place to get them on track onto a better, more stable mindset.
I mean, first of all, everybody's different, right? Every human is different. This is what we act like. Listen, everybody's different. Everybody can't go through the same thing. But first of all, you have to love yourself, right? You have to forgive yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to, even if you can't do it, right? This is the thing. Like, if you can't do it and you have, say you got 4 kids, right? You got 3 kids. Now that you know better, you teach them better. You get, so your mom wasn't there for you. You mad. I'm poor right now. I'm in the project. Me. I'm poor, right? I'm in the project. I got a bunch of babies. I'm a single mom. I feel like I need a man. Nobody loves me. I got a bunch of kids. All the dudes did me wrong, right? Okay, it's too late for you. It's not. But in your mind, right? What you do, you take all your energy, everything you got in you, because you know better. You know what it takes to be a better person, right? Put that into them, into the next generation. See, that's what didn't happen. That's why we have the people in our generation, these kids right now, 21, 22, 23, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These are our generation's kids. We didn't take that. We partied. We had a good time. We sold drugs and party and bullshit and all that. We didn't go to PTA meetings. We didn't give a fuck about school when we was there. Even niggas that went to college didn't give a fuck about school. You understand what I'm saying? They went there because it was what you're supposed to do, right? What you do is you know better and you do better. You put them seeds into your next generation. Yes, don't be selfish. No, you're not going to have a hot girl summer. You're not going to have a hot girl summer. What you're going to have is an educational summer. You're going to have a putting your kids in camp summer, getting your kids out the neighborhood summer. You're going to have a educating all year long summer. You're going to have a, I want to have the next brain surgeon summer. I want to have the next chief of police summer. I want to have the next general in the military summer. I want to have the next governor summer. I want to raise the next president summer. I want to raise the next, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a reason why I'm not chief of police right now. You're not the president right now. Nobody that we know is in anything right now because we weren't focused on that. Our parents told us, you're 18, it's time to be an adult. What does that mean? If that means go to the Walmart distribution center, get a job. right?
No doubt.
No, no. They're lying to you when they say you're from Africa, go back to Africa. Guess what? The truth is this. You're from America. You know English. You were raised in American system. And they don't owe you nothing, but you owe yourself enough to take this knowledge, use it, and you take it over from the inside out. You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason why all the Jews are lawyers and all this stuff, because they tell their kids, you're either going to be a, like I say, everybody's don't trust a white man till somebody's sick, till your baby's sick. Look at the Taliban, for instance. Taliban didn't like us over there in Afghanistan until we dropped the bomb and one of their babies is done. Where'd they bring the baby to? Right up to the line. Help my baby. Same thing with black folks. They don't trust the white man, but I see all the motherfuckers in the goddamn hospital every day. My wife work in the hospital. There's niggas in the hospital every day. They trust that medicine. They don't trust the white man, but they trust him enough to eat the food. You go to McDonald's. You even take your kids to McDonald's because you're too lazy to cook them a meal and shit like that. You trust that's nutritional food. You don't even do the math to know what's in the food. You just it's got to be nutritional because the white man said it was. But you're supposed to not trust them, right? You're lying to yourself. You're lying to the people. And what I'm saying is, I've been noticing it's a lie. Like it's poor, 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 poor. The reason why nobody wanted to take down the government like them people did who ran up in the Capitol building. Negroes ran up in Walmart, Target. They ran up in places, Louis Vuitton and all this stuff. You know why? The curse of being poor. You understand what I'm saying? You missed the plot. The plot was like, I'm going to get some goods versus get some justice. If you really want justice, you don't go to Louis Vuitton, Target, Walmart, and get groceries. You go to the center of justice. You go demand justice from the people who bring justice. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But when you're poor, you don't even think about that. You're like, oh, it's time to go get some resources. What you think is resources, which is food, clothes. Like, how dumb. So, what you're telling the people in charge is, we got them. We got them. They believe this shit. They look at rappers and people on TV. They believe them. They believe that paying us $200,000 for a car is getting somewhere. They believe that. It's not like it's like they believe it with whatever inch you're so. You believe that a woman believes that giving their sacred body to somebody for some money is gaining something. And you can't tell me nothing because I'm a bad bitch now. Like, it's over. Like, it's.
Man, it was over when I saw spinning rims. When I saw spinning rims, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. When I started seeing people buying rims that spin, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was a wrap. Because I was like, how did they convince you to buy some shit that holds no value? It holds no value. It holds no use whatsoever to the car. It does not make your engine better. It does not make your oil better. It doesn't even increase the value of the car. It does nothing. It does nothing.
Like
that I knew it was over there.
I just want people to understand that we're Americans, yo. And all this shit is regular. You understand what I'm saying? Like having AC, having a house, having a car, having, cotton clothes on, a hat, you know what I mean? Like watches, and I got like what, 5 pairs of sunglasses. Like this is regular, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not from a third world country, my nigga. This shit is regular. How does it become regular? You just get into the system. Who has told people that, like, being outside of the system? That's what I'm saying. It's like you send your kids to school and then you don't immerse yourself into the system. It's like, don't even send your children to school. What are you doing? Because you're not immersing. That means they're at the whim of whatever they tell them. Because all you like, oh, I get a break from all these kids. Like, no, man, they're gonna. Do you know what they're telling them when they're in them school buildings all day? You have no idea, right? This is how we got to where we're at right now. Where are we at? Impressionable is not even the word. They're actually functional. Like it was impressionable before. Now it's functional. You see what I'm saying? Remember you say impressionable youth? You know the impressionable youth. We'd see the guy riding by. Like, I remember being young and I see the dudes riding by with no shirt on it in they truck with the candy paint with the deep dish Dayton's on it and deep dish rims and all that. And I used to be like, yeah, man, I gotta get. I don't know how they're doing that. I didn't know if they work. I had no idea. I'm a child. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that. Dang, I want to be like one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like that. Like that's what being a black guy is. Like being pop and being cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gold chain on and no. Look at the mafia. The mafia went from being thugs, right? They went from being street hoodlums to being businessmen, to having hotels in Vegas, to being politicians. All of it. We have not upgraded. We've actually went backwards. Like, how do we start out being panhandlers to being kingpins? Could this is the normal culture that's pervasive, right? How was it to the point to where nobody and they're actually there's a reason why they're telling you, no, you're not American. No, this is not for you. No, don't be being a chief of police is like the weirdest thing. Being a firefighter is like the worst thing. Nigga, you live in the neighborhood. If you're fucking you don't trust these people, right? Wouldn't you want to go and put the fire out at the projects or in your neighborhood? Wouldn't you want to be a lawyer? Wouldn't you want to be a police officer? Wouldn't you want to be a social worker? Wouldn't you want your kids to be doing this? Wouldn't you want
But
to be a manager?
the difference
Look at
between
Miami.
the difference
Miami's
between
a,
us and what the mobsters did, mobsters, they believed in family. They actually believed in a family, and they actually worked together as a family. That's what
we
helped them propel because they
but
worked
we
as a family and they
but
had a
we do
family
too.
structure.
But we do too, but we work
No, we don't,
backwards.
because men and women, black women and black men together are fighting each other right now.
No, 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 no,
The,
no, no,
the
no.
social
No.
media, social media is trying to pull us apart so bad. A lot
You
of us
say
are
that,
fighting with each other.
listen, you say that, right? But
Uh-huh.
in these entrenched neighborhoods, in most of the black areas, Negroes are together, but they're fighting against normal society. You see what I'm saying? It's like what we're going. It's like what do you call it? A anti-culture. You see what I'm saying? It's like we have a culture, but it's an anti-culture. It's not the norm culture. It's like be everybody can be a rapper. You know what I mean? Be an entertainer. Be a thug entertainer. It's like everybody's trying to be entertainment. Like, dude, we only have so many entertainers. Everybody's not entertainment. It's like entertainment, sell drugs, or finesse. That's it. No, that's
Yeah,
not it,
because
bro. That's
I
not it. You
agree.
know
I
why I say
agree.
that's it?
But that's all they know, because when you don't have, once again, the foundation, when you don't have a mother and a father in the household, that's all you damn know. When you don't have a dad in the house that don't want to be in the same house with the mother, or the mother don't want to deal with the same, that would deal with that man, and you break that structure, you break that connection, then your kids don't have no kind of blueprint but what they see on TV, because that's all that. When a woman has to work 12 hours a day and they kids come home, what do you come home to? A television and bologna sandwiches. Because that's what
So,
I came home to. My mom was at work when I got home. I learned how to cook when I was a kid. I knew how to cook full course meals as a kid, not a teenager, a kid. That's how I know how to
so,
take care of myself now. And I cook for
so,
my wife from time to time, because
so
my mom
so
was
you're,
never there.
so you're telling me that. See, and this is what I've been sitting back paying attention to. So you're telling me that black people don't have the mental capacity to understand what's going on. Like, so black people can't show up the first day of school with their kids, give them a kiss, get on the bus, show up to PTA meetings, sit down with their children. It's too hard. So you're telling me that?
I'm not saying it's hard. It's not hard
So,
for me,
so
but
no, no,
what I'm saying
of
is,
course. I'm talking about in these areas where, listen, man,
uh huh,
T, listen, it's team. Listen, I've been paying attention. That's why I had to see this for myself. Listen,
uh huh,
St. Louis, Detroit, and these are surrounding areas too, not just
uh huh.
Indianapolis, New Jersey, New York, Virginia, Georgia, right here where we at, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, California, um, Washington State, fucking God, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina. Listen, where we are at, these areas, it's a problem, bro. There's a problem. It's murder. It's degeneration. It's
I
no
got a
problem
question.
solving,
I got
no
a question
problem
for you.
solving
I got a
skills.
question for you. I got a
They're
question for you
closing
then.
down schools.
I got a question for you
Nobody's
then.
in the streets mad about this. They're closing down schools. Chicago, closing down schools. Michigan, they're closing down schools. They're
Uh huh.
closing down schools. They're closing down schools. They say y'all don't want. Listen, you don't work, so you don't have the
Right.
tax dollars to pay for this. Nobody cares a fuck. They're like, okay, well, they're closing down schools. Nobody's going to school, and then they're telling them, well, you can sell drugs and or be in entertainment. So go towards that. Then by the and in between that time, they go to jail. So now they get out. They're on probation. So now it's like you can't really do much. So now I'm gonna go with what I know, which is this. You know what I'm saying? And I this is what's happening. It's not a joke. It's not like we're pretending like this. This is we can pull it up. I can pull it up, man. Let's pull it up. I can pull it up. This is bad, dog. It's like we're niggas is talking a lot of shit and acting like shit is sweet, but it's not even a civil war. We're done, dog. Like we can say, yeah, not me and you, of course, not a bunch of us, like a bunch of people I'm talking about, but there's more. There's what 35 million black people in the country, right?
Uh huh.
I'll say a good 12 million. That's a problem. That's a problem. And you know why I say this? You know why I say this? It's because I'll give you an example. I know I'm not trying to talk over you, bro.
No. You
I'm
good? I'm.
I'm
Hey, this is a good ass conversation because I got questions.
I'm kind of frustrated. I
I
look
mean, it's a good reason to be frustrated, because you should be frustrated, because
I
this is
look at
serious
shit, right?
shit. It's serious shit.
We
But
look at South Beach, for instance, right?
uh huh.
They opened up. I'm in Miami a lot, whatever. I say, damn. The one time I was down, I was like, fuck. Even me, dog. I'm not. I was like, damn, it's Rolling Loud weekend. No, I'm not even. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was Rolling Loud weekend. Fuck, man, it's Rolling. You know, so I'm like, I didn't want to come out here doing no fucking festivities with the nigga fucker. That's what I said to myself. It's like, fuck. This was the one year when it. This was last year when the shit happened, right? When the COVID shit happened. So it was kind of a lockdown. This year when they opened up fucking Miami, niggas. What did niggas do? Fighting, rioting, acting crazy at the beach. And we say, well, white folks do it when they win a hockey game. Blah, blah. It's like, what the fuck is going on? They open up New York. Niggas is shootouts. Tampa. Super Bowl weekend. Niggas. Shootouts. All I see is, you like, well, you watching. I'm not watching fucking CNN or none of this shit. I'm looking at what people on the ground are saying is happening. Okay? That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at what's being told, the boxed in, here, you take this. No, I'm looking at what's happening in the world. This is what I look at. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at, I look at Al Jazeera. I look at Sky News. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at CNN. I don't look at Fox News. So when I look at the world, I look at Al Jazeera. I look at Sky News. You see what I'm saying? Which is also mainstream, but I get a different perspective, right? An on the ground perspective. But what I'm saying is Indianapolis, St. Louis, Chicago, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, New York area, just all New York, the tri state area, Delaware, Virginia, DC, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Let's not pretend like it's right here in Savannah. Since this year started, every fucking day somebody's getting killed. There is a fucking problem, and everybody's acting like there's not this. It's like, no, the problem is blah blah blah. That's all I'm saying. It's a problem, and it goes back.
I mean, it goes back, man, to the lack of a foundation. If you, well, there's
You,
foundations. You just have there's negative foundations, and then there's positive foundations.
but
Like
why, bro?
if you get
Why?
if you have chain of
Why,
react,
T?
it's a chain of reaction. Like for instance,
Drugs.
based off of the person that was in my life when I was a kid, helped influence me to make this move in my life that trickled down to other obstacles in my life.
Where's your mom
It's
on
because
drugs?
it's because of that one decision I made based off of the influence that I had in my life. If I didn't
T.
have that influence
Where's
in
your
my
mom on
life,
drugs? T.
huh?
Where's your mom on drugs?
What my what?
Where's your mom on drugs?
Was my mom? I was on drugs, nigga. I was high as hell. I was smoking blacks, high as hell, and partying.
I said, was your mom on drugs?
No, my mom wasn't.
Okay, now listen to me. My
Okay,
mom wasn't on drugs either.
right,
My mom was not on drugs, right? My mom worked hard. She worked two jobs. I hardly got to see my mom. So that gave me freedom, right? I
right,
had freedom to run around with my friends who also had freedom because they're so it was a twofold thing. We
right,
got to hang with the niggas who was really about that life.
right,
So then we got to be outside, but I played sports, so I didn't get to be, you know, 24/7. But when I was out the house, I was from one of them neighborhoods where, you know what I mean, niggas was out the house. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to go to parties. I was out the house. I was popular. You know what I'm saying? Like it was popping.
right.
But I also had a structure. I knew better. I wasn't allowed to smoke weed. I've been smoking weed forever. I wasn't allowed to drink. Like it's crazy. I know I keep going on, but I was just
But it's because
my
you had
wife's son,
structure. It's because you had structure. Everybody don't.
my
That's what
wife's
I'm
son,
saying.
listen to me though. My wife's
Mm-hmm.
son brought some Parmesan in here. I said, there was a big bottle of Parmesan, peach Parmesan down there. And I took a shot of it, came up here. and I put my clothes in the washing machine. And I came back downstairs. I was like, I said, damn, I ain't drunk all myself. So since I used to sit in the graveyard with my homeboys and drink that shit. And guess what? Both of them is dead. She was like, what? I was like, this is me thinking off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, both of them that I used to drink this with are dead. I said, I was wondering, I was seeing shit out the corner of my eye and shit. I said, that's why. She was like, you crazy. I was like, no, I said, this is real. Like, that's probably why I was seeing shit. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm crazy. Like you said, we'll all have our shit, but like, I was like, damn, I'm seeing shit and like, I'm bugging. Like, but that's probably why, because I had not drunk this drink since then. But what I'm saying is, I did a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to do, but I also knew I didn't want to get in trouble. Why? Because I didn't want to disappoint my mom. Why? Because she was a hardworking person. But I also had friends who were allowed to do whatever. That means they caught a body. If they were selling, they bro, we can here take the gun to your house. The dope can go to your house, nigga. We can hang it. We skip school, go to your house, watch porn all day. Your cousin in the kitchen cooking crack. Nobody gave a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Just get your mama a couple beers because she's smoking dope all day, and your stepdad is a crackhead anyway. Like we can beat him the fuck up. He say something. You know what I'm saying? Shit
Yeah,
like
but
that. You know what I
we
mean?
all
Like
we all we all got statistics, right? We all just
that's
say
that's
just say
what
we
it
was in
is.
a
Like
video, just say we was in a video game, right? You have a statistic bar above your head. I got a statistic bar above my head. So
right.
every time I was a kid, I shook hand with a good influential person in my life. My statistic bar got bigger, right? It got more green because they just raised the percentage of me living. And every time I bumped into a negative motherfucker, they brought my percentage down smaller because they decreased my percentage of living. So, but if as long as I have some kind of green getting in my life, good statistics in my life, they're raising the risk. They're decreasing the risk of me dying. But everybody don't always stay in the green. Some motherfuckers be in the red because they be in the red because they never get that shot of meeting that one person. You always hear like people on TV and other people. I know I bumped into a few people where there was like, it was that one person that saved my life. It was that one person that put them in the green. You know what I'm saying? Of seeing different shit, of understanding a different perspective. Because if I would have met that one person to put me in the green of my statistics of living, I would be fucked. You know what I'm saying? I'd be fucked if it wasn't for that one person. I was blessed with about 3 or 4 guardian, I call them guardian angels in my life that raised the stats of me living. Because trust me, statistics of me being the position I'm in my life, this is a fairy tale for real because I shouldn't be in it. But based off of the blessings of the good stats of people getting in my life, trust me, other motherfuckers that I grew up under that didn't have those people in those lives, trust me, they in way worse situations because they didn't have those influences, which concluded they didn't understand the opportunities out there, nor did
But
they know how to seek it.
but what I'm saying is this. I see. This is what I'm saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, like I come from a good people, man. Like real people. You know what I'm saying? That I got to see like husbands and wives and family. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to be around people, and my mom got married. She was in church, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these there was more. There was more people who didn't have that structure. You know what I'm saying? And we all get drugged down into like, how are you going to survive around this element? You know what I'm saying? It's like a good kid can turn bad, but I want to. What I'm trying to say is, why are so many of us not trying to be integrated into society? What I
Because
mean by
it's
society
they don't
is
know how to get out of it. It's hard for
no,
some people to get out the streets, man. I'm
no,
telling
it's
you.
not. No, listen to me,
Shh.
T. Listen, T,
Go
T,
ahead.
T. What I'm telling you is people are. I,
I
I
give
just
you a
don't.
perfect
I just
example. I
don't
give you a perfect example. You remember Keyshawn
understand.
Johnson? You remember Keyshawn Johnson that played? He played wide receiver for the Bucks. He played for a couple other teams. I forgot what the
Yes, I
teams he
know
played for.
Keyshawn Johnson. He's from Miami.
Yeah. See, y'all damn Miami people. Who did he have to go to ask permission
To do what?
to play?
Oh, to play football, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he
Cause you
played.
forget he was in the game, right? Keyshawn
Yeah,
Johnson was in the game. He had
yeah,
to
but
go
he,
get permission.
yeah, because he played with the I think he played with the Warriors down in Miami Gardens. I think
Right. He had to get the green light to
you
do
right,
certain things. Cause like you gotta understand, the gang, just like the mob, when you tied in that shit like a family. Motherfuckers will
but
kill your ass without
but
you
what
getting the right green lights to do certain shit.
but what we'll talk about that. Like the chick that was working at the cell phone store, and I was talking to down in Miami. I was at the flea market. I was at the flea market talking to the chick. She was sitting outside smoking her cigarette, right? I was
Yeah.
like, damn, why you look so sad, man? What's going on? You know, I was out there smoking, whatever. And she like, man, I can't find nowhere to stay. I'm about to be homeless, me and my babies. I was like, what you mean you about to be homeless? You got a job and shit. She's like, well, all the managers at all the places is Spanish people. I mean, they won't give me a place to stay. I was like, I said, yeah. She's like, yeah, they trying to get us all to go to Broward. You know, they're trying to get all the black people to Broward, trying to get. I said, yeah. I said, you know why? I said because when they was all getting jobs up here and getting themselves established, niggas want to be dope boys and want to party and play the fuck around in Miami. So now,
True.
20 years later, ain't nobody a fucking manager and no jobs. Ain't nobody a project manager at none of these goddamn places to rent at. And niggas can't get a job and niggas can't get nowhere to live. And they only hiring Spanish people and only getting Spanish people to move into places. Like I said, niggas don't want to integrate in the shit and wonder why. This is why. This is what I'm saying. This isn't. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture in the country. The same thing. This is what I'm saying. You like, nah, well, niggas just don't know no better. You don't see what's going on. This is only like so. So what we're saying is black people are slow. Black people are fucking stupid. Black people are fucking retarded on a big level. Some of us are smart, but generally we're fucking retarded. Is that what we're saying? But I hear everybody talking about black women as queens and black dudes as gods and black people came up with the pyramids and they built all this shit. Well, niggas ain't built nothing over here. I'm confused, dog. Like, is we super intelligent by default? Are we built super intelligent or are we fucking stupid? Like, you see shit, like, it's not rocket science, bro. This is generally living. I know what the fuck I went through as a child, just like your parents knew what they went through. So you teach your children to do other than so they can come up. If they do the same thing you did or less than, they're not going to make it. Nothing's gonna stop so they can make it. You understand what I'm saying? Like nothing's gonna stop so our kids can have somewhere to stay. Nobody give
Right.
a fuck about your goddamn kids. Nobody give a fuck
True.
about you.
That's true.
This country ain't gonna stop for you. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna replace you, like they're
That's true.
doing. Oh, y'all don't want to work? We got some motherfuckers who gonna come here and gonna want to work. Why? Because they come from fucking Honduras, where they don't come from AC projects where they got air conditioning. They come from fucking huts and goddamn fucking shanty towns. Niggas come from Jamaica, from shanty towns. They're gonna work. Yeah, they're gonna wipe butts. They're gonna sweep floors. They're gonna mop, and they're gonna have some shit by default.
Right.
And guess what you're gonna be? Nobody's gonna give a fuck. You're gonna be on fucking Skid Row, nigga. Wondering what happened. What happened? I ain't want to go to college. You know, I had it too good. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. We gotta stop pretending like the older people don't understand. You 30, 40 years old, you don't teach your kids shit. Why should he? No, I don't feel sorry for him. You think a motherfucker that's got something gives a fuck about that shit? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, how have we not, as older people, understood that? Yeah, you gotta go to PTA meetings now. The same way
Cause
everybody came outside to protest for George Floyd, you should be protesting the goddamn the school board. You should be protesting everything. There should be that many people up at the school board. There should be that many people at the PTA meeting. There should be that many people at the goddamn when it's time to fucking have cops to be what is it called recruiting. There should be that many people recruiting to be cops.
yeah.
And if in your mind right now you're saying, why would I want to be a cop? Well, there it is. You know what I'm saying? There, if black folks are saying, why would I want to be a cop? Well then, if you want to be in the criminal element, you're always going to be down. You're all, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to lose. You're always going to be on the bottom of society because the criminal element's always going to lose because nobody's going to look at the criminals like it's a good story. It you know what I mean? Men's Society is a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a good movie, but in reality, it's not a good way of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good movie. Kane didn't have his mom and dad stay with his grandma, hustled up to get some money, robbed a nigga for his rims, which was wrong.
Man, that was a
You
perfect
robbed,
movie.
you
That was a
robbed another
perfect
black
movie.
nigga for his rims. That's not good. But we say, hey, he did his thing. He that nigga. No, in reality, he's not that nigga. You should not be robbing another brother for what they work for. We don't know how he got. You robbed another nigga for what he had, but we think like, yeah, he balling. Now he got the bitch, like, yeah. But then he got with her and said, she called him like, I'm pregnant. Well, what are you telling me for? That's what I'm talking about. That's a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then some niggas ride by and shoot him up. Little boy got killed. You know what I'm saying? We all like, yeah, that's some real nigga shit. No, he should have not robbed that nigga at the goddamn drive-through for his rims. That's wrong. That's a criminal act. You should not have robbed another black man for his shit. You should not have got that girl pregnant. And then when she called you to be like, yo, I'm pregnant. What you telling me for, bitch? Like, damn, that's not no real nigga shit.
Yeah,
No, he
but
he supposed to, he
but
supposed
at
to
the
have
end of the
stopped what he was
movie,
doing.
it broke that down though because check it. Oh boy, dad told him. Keyword. What was his name? Cherie. Cherie dad told him. Keyword dad. The dad told him reality. And that's why I keep saying, like at the beginning of the show, the bottom line is when you don't have that father figure in your life, that reality check in your life growing up, you go live in fantasy land. Males and females. Males and females. That was a perfect movie because all the motherfuckers that was doing dirtbag shit, none of them had their daddies around. Oh dog, no daddy. Kane, no daddy. The other nigga that got his ass beat by Kane, no daddy. None of them niggas had daddies. None of
When
them.
Kane, when Kane Cousin got killed after life. When Kane Cousin got killed after life, I was like, damn, that's fucked up, but they
That
got to go
nigga,
get
that
them
nigga
niggas.
didn't have no daddy. None
In
of them
your
had their
brain, in your
daddies.
brain, you thought, yeah, they got to go get them niggas. Like, nah, we
Yeah,
not having that. Like, we're
no
not, like,
daddies.
no, we're
No
not dealing
daddies.
with this. Like, this is not, no, this can't fly. You see what I'm
Just like
saying?
just like in
It's
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Trey dad. Trey tuck his dad like, dude, your ass ain't going out there to shoot them dudes. I'm telling you, the root is when you take that father figure out that household, your chances of the fuckery has went high.
but
High.
what we're saying to our young guys is get all the bitches you can get. If you get them pregnant, fuck them, all this shit. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Why have we not learned from what? Like what I'm saying is nothing. All I'm saying is that nigga culture. Can we agree that the shit is not working? All right,
Yeah,
we'll
it's
go
not.
through
I
every.
agree. I agree. It's not working.
So
Ain't no
we'll go.
daddies at the house.
Look,
Ain't no daddies at the house, man.
we'll
These
go through
niggas at their
everything.
home.
We'll go through everything. Nigga culture ain't
Yeah.
working. Why is nigga culture not working? We'll go through everything because the children are being molested,
Yep.
the women are being abused,
Yep.
the men are becoming drug addicts. We are being told that anything goes, and materialism is some type of kudos. Nobody knows what's going on in the school. Like no parents even give a fuck about what's going on in the school. We don't know what our children are being taught. So that means they're being indoctrinated at this point. When you don't know what your children are being taught, that means that your children can now be indoctrinated. So you're wondering why your little boy's coming home saying, "I'm not a boy, I'm a girl." You're like, "What?" And if you tell me I'm not, I'm going to go to the counselor and tell them that you're violating my rights. You're like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm talking to you. You can't tell me that I can be what I want to be. Huh? Only thing you should want to be is a straight A student and trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do with your future. Why are you worried about in second grade what sex you're going to have? Because the only thing that sex has to deal with is the word. It told you sex. So you're having sex. Only thing sex is for, in reality, is to procreate. Sex ain't for nothing else. Sex ain't for recreation like basketball and fucking running track. It's not a team sport in school. Let's stop pretending like sex. No, sex is in a strip club. No, that's for adults to make the adult decision. But for a child, only thing a child should be taught is that sex for reproduction. If not, it should be taught that until they're old enough to understand anything. So therefore, why are you being told in elementary school anything about sex? That should be. Listen, man. Buddhist monks say, "Give me a child before 7 years old, and I can form them to be anything." Give me a child before 7 years old, I can form them to be anything. You hear
Facts.
me?
Facts. I agree. I
It's
know
a
about that.
fucking fact. There's a reason why these little kids in Arabic countries will go blow themselves up and they hate America and all this shit. They were indoctrinated since they was little kids. That's called indoctrination. They're indoctrinating your kids. Why? Because when you're dealing with your lower self and worrying about sex and all this shit, you're not going to be worrying about being the mayor, a lawyer, anything productive. You're worrying about who, listen, who cares? That's not, you would think that they would be teaching these kids about politics or something like that. Like, why would you teach kids about sex? Sex is the most minuscule thing on the, that's just such a thing. Like, who, I don't care about that. Okay, so you argue with me about who you fucking. Okay. Now, after that, now what? There's so many other levels of things we got to go through. Okay, so you a guy, you fucking a guy. Okay, okay, I get it. You're a guy, you're fucking a guy, right? But now, what's your politics? What do you care about so many other things? There's so many other levels to people besides who you having sex with. You know, like that's such a small, minute thing. Why is that the biggest thing that everybody's like, you can't tell them this? No, you the fucking one told them because it didn't come from me. Our household didn't tell them that. They didn't know nothing about it until you brung it up. You made it an option. It's just like if you made an option that we can have ice cream for dinner besides a healthy four-course meal, then they would have been like, what do you? I should be able to have ice cream for dinner because I have rights too. I'm a human. Like, no, nigga, you can't eat ice cream for dinner. Yes, I can. You're violating my rights. Like, okay, but that doesn't make sense. Well, it's an option. Yeah, everything's an option. You could drink bleach. That's an option too. But like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? Like, we're acting like, but it is an option. Yeah, it is. A lot of things is a fucking option. Like, let's be honest. Are we not? Are we retarded right now? Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
maybe I'm crazy, dog. I'm crazy. I'm retarded. I'll be dead soon, and then everybody will be fucking trees by the time I'm dead. By the time I'm 80, people be like, I'm married to a tree. This is my tree. It's my yard. I can fuck it if I want. I'm gonna drill a hole in it. I'm marrying my tree, and y'all can't tell me to do it 'cause I'm on my own property. I get it, and you can't say nothing because people be fucking trees because trees don't procreate either. You can't procreate with a tree, so fuck a tree. Why not?
Hey,
Who
you
can
fucking
tell? Who
trees.
can like? I feel like I'm a lesbian white man from Ukraine. That's who I am. And if you tell me I'm not that, you're being racist, you're being sexist, and something's wrong with you. And I feel as though I should not have a mask and COVID's not real. So therefore, nobody can tell me nothing because I feel like I'm a white woman from Ukraine and my hair is really blonde and I have a full head of hair. Even though I don't, I'm gonna give you a fucking a wig and put it on. I'm a white woman,
I,
so
I want to be
whenever
an
anybody
albino
sees me,
bull. I want to be an albino
don't
bull.
disrespect me. I'm a white woman. Remember that. I'm a white woman, so when I go into the girls' bathroom and pull my white vagina out, I don't hear anybody say anything. I'm a white woman. From this day forth, I'm a white woman from Ukraine. That's how
He's
that's how I feel. And sometimes I might wake up tomorrow, I might feel like I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle.
stupid.
That's how I feel tomorrow. I might be a turtle. Who knows? I mean, you can just wake up and feel however you feel. And if that
Yeah,
day, like say today, I feel like I'm a woman, right? But
yeah,
tomorrow, I feel like I'm a transvestite. But then 2 weeks from now, I feel like I'm a man again. But then,
yeah.
so at what point, like, is there a parameter here? I'm just saying. So whenever I want to see some pussy, I'm going to be a woman and I'm going to the woman's bathroom. I'm going to the gym and I'm going into the girls' thing. When they say, "Why are you sitting staring at the woman?" Because I'm a white woman. Are you racist? They're gonna be, "What's wrong with you?" I'm be like, "I'm a white woman. I'm in here trying to get me a shower too." Like, ew. I can
Yeah.
make it gay. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Or am I crazy? T? Like, tell me. Maybe I'm
No,
retarded.
no,
Please tell me.
no,
Am I
no,
retarded?
no.
I'm a
You man,
retarded person. Everybody else has.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, you're realistic in what you're saying. I mean,
It's
you
not
realistic
real.
what you're saying. You real about what you're saying. I get what you're trying. I get what you're saying completely. Um, so
I was
I
born
mean,
this,
yeah, huh?
and these are breasts. These are breasts. This is a breast. I'm showing my titties right now, and we're we are chest. We are gonna chest feed our babies, and I'm gonna start. We're gonna chest feed the babies.
Oh, you wow. Hey man. Hey man. I get what you're saying, but yeah, we gotta stop the nonsense with the people. This stuff that they got going on is nonsense, man. It's crazy, man.
But
Yeah.
I want everybody to realize something. At the point when you have time for this bullshit, you've got it way too good. You've had it way too good for too long. When you have time for this, I want everybody who's listening to this to find somebody from Honduras, find somebody from Guatemala, find somebody from Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, huh? Find somebody from south of us, Mexico, and ask them, have, do they have time to learn about what sex somebody is? They don't have time to worry about this shit. You know why? They don't have AC. They don't have cable. They don't have YouTube and Instagram. They don't have the option of. They don't have Walmart. They ain't got a mall. You understand me? They don't have. They're taking cold showers, bro. Still in 2021, niggas is taking cold showers. Okay. So yeah, you think you got it bad? Just look it up. You think I'm lying? on this side of the earth. Look at Haiti. Just go to Haiti. Since y'all love black people so much, right? You don't give a fuck about nobody. You don't give a fuck about no black folks. You don't even know no real black folks. Stop it,
Uh,
right? Mabule. That's what I say. Shout out to Haiti, man. Shout out to the Haitians. Shout out to the Jamaicans, man. Shout out to the Costa Ricans, man. Shout out to the motherfucking Cubans, man. Shout out to the niggas down bottom, man. That's struggling, man. You know what
no
I'm talking about?
doubt.
Motherfuckers who got about 15 rounds left, sitting in the dark tonight, and ain't got no motherfucking electric because they can't run electric all day long, and they just fucking sitting around hoping nobody don't come and try to kill them, bro.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt. No
Shout
doubt.
out to them, man. Shout out to them, bro. Shout out to motherfucking babies who ain't seen their mamas. Because their mama had to go to the rich part of town to go fucking be a slave for the rich people. And they ain't even see their babies because they trying to make a little bit of money, man. Shout out to them, man. Fuck y'all niggas is running around here talking shit.
Man, I'm
That's
about to
what I
shout
got to
out this
say.
plate that I'm about to get ready to eat, bro, because
Right,
I gotta
man. It's
do
time to
another
go.
show
Huh?
in 10
Dog,
minutes. In 10 minutes.
fuck all
I'm
this
gonna do a
shit.
quick little, I'm gonna do a quick little final thing. It ain't gonna take me but 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna
I
deep
don't know,
out.
dog. This why I don't talk. That's why I shut up. Because I'm
I'm
just crazy,
I'm
man.
about to go.
Something
I
wrong
gotta
with me.
eat. I gotta eat, bro, and I gotta jump on this next show. But I'm gonna say this real quick.
I
I
feel you,
feel
my
like
brother.
the thing that can change everything, one of the most powerful things, one of the most powerful entities that is needed is a family. Man, family is the most powerful thing, man. And I feel like when you got a family, man, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, man. Not just for you, but for your legacy. Me being a visionary and looking at my future and looking at life and how I prepare and plan things. I have learned so many other tools and found so many other resources based off of understanding and prioritizing how important the family and my family is. And when you fully utilize your family, and not just your family in your home, but your family that is not blood, because everybody family isn't blood. So when you fully utilize your family, man, like you can build so much, man, and so much stuff can be fixed. That's why I always like the whole round table metaphor, because nobody is greater than the other. All of us are equal when we work together. When I work with Gooch, we're equal. When I work with my homeboy Deneen on podcast stuff, we're equal. We all respect each other's opinions and others each other's grind, and with that we feed off of each other. There's nothing that I would never take what Gooch tell me for granted. Everything he's told me or talked to me about from day one, I've always kept it. I have always kept it in my head. I've never took it for granted. Every second, every moment that I've spent with him and talked with him has never been taken for granted, and it has always been appreciated. And because I value people's time, and when you value people's time, you appreciate the people around you. You'll be able to be more productive and do great things. But other than that, man, that's all I got to say.
Facts, man. All I gotta say is this, man. Keep your people close, man. Don't fall into the negative, man. And you know what I mean. Use your mind, man. Think. Be a thinker, man. Um, and do better. There's nothing wrong with doing better. There's nothing wrong with being a part of the solution because the problem is growing. You're just letting it fester. So spread love, man. You know, and we'll be back. And man, just try to do better, man. Because one love, man. Spread love, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Spread the love, spread the love.
Yeah, man. Spread love for real, man. Like it's real. It's not just a thing to say. It's like really spread love, man. For real. It's needed, man. We need love out here because this hate is. We gonna fall, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna happen.
Facts. Hey. That concludes our show, man. Peace and love to everybody. We are out.
Yeah, man. All right, T, man. Until next time, man. One love, bro.
One love, brother.
Yeah, man.